Yo, what up YouTube? Welcome back to another video. Today I'll be going over why I think Mad Maggie is a direct counter to Gibraltar. So if you guys already seen the gameplay, you've read over her abilities. If you haven't, I'm going to explain her abilities and also show some gameplay and why I think it's going to directly counter Gibraltar. Let's start off with showing her abilities if you guys haven't seen it yet. The passive um, temporarily highlights enemies you've damaged, which is huge. If you damage somebody and they try to go behind a building or they just try to maneuver a different way after you already poke some damage, they're going to be highlighted, which is going to be huge for that legend. It acts as a recon. It's absolutely massive to have. It's going to probably treat it just like when Seer Qs. So that's going to be a little outrageous, and move fast with the shotgun. In general, a lot of legends that fight in Gibraltar's bubble, they use shotguns. So the fact that she's going to have faster movement with a shotgun is going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be equivalent to Bangalore while she is in her passive, uh, Bloodhound in his ult, and Octane while he's stemmed. It's going to be an absolute demon of a thing to deal with. So I think Mad Maggie in a bubble with a shotty is going to be disrespectful. All right, let's start with the Wrecking Ball. Throw a ball that releases speed boosting pads and detonates near enemies. So I don't know how this is going to work with the bubble until we get actual gameplay. So with my thoughts, if you guys go to the actual gameplay itself, and I'm going to skip forward to where she throws it. All right, how
It's
she
sure
throws
to
it
keep
and it
us
bounces
all
like that.
entertained. It's sure to keep us all
Now, I don't
entertained.
know if it is going to bounce around in the bubble. If it bounces around in the bubble, it's going to be an absolute problem. So I don't know if it stops when it directly hits something or if it wants to bounce off that. So if it bounces off of objects, and then it's just going to be bouncing around all kinds in the bubble, and there's no reason to be even fighting in it unless it's your teammate's ult. So I think that's going to be a huge counter to Gibraltar in his bubble. Another thing is that enemy team, if they decide to do it, they get speed boost in it now. So now they get these speed boost pads. They can hit that, run faster now in the bubble. I feel like it's gonna be absolutely chaos. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be like a hard learning curve for Gibby mains if that is the case. Um, so yeah, we might run into a problem that with Gibby mains. So that's why my view on the Wrecking Ball, if it does affect a bubble like that, it's going to be huge. Lastly, the Riot Drill. Fire a drill that burns enemies through obstacles. Obstacles, I don't know if the bubble is going to count as an obstacle. I feel like it might. Um, in the video, it goes through Rampart's shield, which is absolutely disgusting.
He lacks in empathy and basic human decency.
And that's a pretty long. It goes pretty far. It's probably going to go more towards the middle, maybe a little past the middle of the bubble if it hits directly in the bubble. So if that is the case, that's going to be a huge counter. A huge counter to the bubble. Because it'll cut off a pathway for Gibby, or just even burn them if they're trying to res. And also, I'm not sure, but this could potentially affect arm shield. If it Gibby's ADSing and she hits him right in his arm shield, I feel like it might just attach to the arm shield and just burn through it. And then potentially burn him afterwards unless he disables the arm shield. So until we get actual gameplay, this is like my theories on how she's going to be a direct counter, and I feel like she just counters him in so many ways. It's absolutely disgusting. Um, so hopefully some of these it doesn't actually stick to the bubble or the arm shield. That would be huge. I'm really interested on how her ultimate works. If it bounces around objects, if it does, it's going to be bouncing in the bubble like crazy. So that's my thoughts on Mad Maggie. The new legend coming out. I feel like she's going to be a huge counter to Gibraltar, which we haven't really seen a direct counter since Watson. And then, Watson, it's really not really a direct counter. It's simply she places her alt down and it stops Gibraltar's alt until you destroy it. Now, this is a little different. I don't know how it's going to work. Hopefully, it doesn't bounce around in the bubble. And hopefully, the Riot Drill doesn't get drilled through it. But it would be interesting if it does directly counter them. That means we just have to play it differently. I'll do a lot more how-to videos, how to, stop the counter. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. No, I know it's a little different vibe, but after watching the trailer, reading the abilities, all I see is this huge counter to Gibraltar. So stay safe out there. Hopefully these don't come true, and hopefully we don't get pinballed around, by the wrecking ball. So peace out, much love. Hopefully we all enjoyed this update, and I can't wait to do some more videos on this update. So later, taters.